emotional intelligence plays into every aspect of what we do, from patrol work on your first days on the job, whether it be a foot beat, whether it be patrolling a neighborhood, your interactions with everybody around you. Emotional intelligence has a significant impact on your perception and the perception you lead and lend to others, how they interpret you. Emotional intelligence is one of those things that obviously when I first started, I never really heard about it, but I understood what it was and I understood the impact of it. Because my experience coming into the job was just, I had a lot of interaction with people for years prior to becoming a law enforcement officer. And that experience enabled me to be able to read situations, to read people. We talk about it as like our sixth sense at times, right? But what it is, it's our ability to recognize where someone is on an emotional scale, truly their emotional scale. Are they heightened? Are they agitated? And to be mindful of our own response to that. How do we see them? How do we interpret their actions, their behaviors? You know, and going back to my position now at the academy as the academy director, we train our officers how to respond to threatening situations, right? How to evaluate a situation. And then we talk about de-escalation. De-escalation is a huge buzzword in law enforcement these days. And there's no one class that we teach regarding de-escalation, but we incorporate de-escalation in everything we do. And that de-escalation, you're successful at it when you have a good sense and awareness of how you respond to high stress situations. So that is the emotional intelligence, the recognition of what the situation is, how people are interacting or responding to that situation, and how you respond in kind. One's emotional intelligence as a law enforcement officer is to recognize how they feel, recognize that, hey, this is a stressful situation, this is a bad situation, or this is an opportunity for a good situation, and to respond accordingly, but not to just react, right? We deal and we train historically on proficiencies. If we see a threat, we respond. Well, one of the things that we have to recognize is as you gain more experience, right? And we talk about, we call it wisdom. I now recognize it as emotional intelligence, that as we gain more experience, we start to realize that time is on our side in many cases. There's always going to be a situation where we don't have the time to critically think and evaluate and relax and try to de-escalate. Sometimes bad things happen, bad people come after us, and we have to do what we have to do based on our training. But many of the situations I've been involved in, I could say, without my life experience prior to law enforcement and without my understanding of my own self-awareness and my ability to read the scene, those situations would have gone a much different direction. Albeit I would have been quote unquote justified. I truly feel that because of my experience and my awareness, because of my emotional intelligence, I was able to respond in the best possible way to get a successful outcome. So that's why I think emotional intelligence is so important for law enforcement.